Last time I was here, I got a switch front crook, kind of sketchy, so I'm hoping to clean that up. Based on my performance today, I don't know if that's gonna work. What's up, guys? In this video, I'm gonna teach you how I warm up and recover from skating, just so I can keep skating as much as I can. I've kind of seen most of the people who watch my videos are between 30 and 40 and probably dealing with a lot of the same stuff that I deal with every day, and are probably trying to skate as much as they can. And as a lot of you probably know, getting older, your time's a lot more limited. So a lot of times, like today for myself, I'm feeling super sore, but this is my day that I have to skate. So I'm gonna go out there and skate. I went street skating for the first time in a long time this weekend, and I'm still feeling it. So I'm gonna kind of show you how I go about skating so I can just keep my body moving, keep my tricks regular without pushing myself too hard. Just kind of keep the muscles moving so I can continue skating as long as possible. All right, let's get into it. All right, so usually when I get to the park, I usually just roll around and warm up, but today I'm feeling extra sore. So I'm gonna get a couple little stretches in. Usually just stretch my quads. Those are definitely feeling it today. Try to get about 30 seconds on each side. I'm not gonna show you guys the full 30 seconds, don't worry. Get the other side. Then you gotta stretch your hamstrings, kind of reach down. A lot of times I just cross my elbows and let my head hang down. Really stretches out your back and your hamstrings. Another thing that's super helpful for me is my hips are always super tight, so I try to get a little bit of hip mobility before I start skating. So I kind of lift my leg up, move it out to the side, bring it down, and just kind of do the same thing. Just get some movement, get that hip socket a little bit greased up before you start skating. Do the other side. I don't know about you guys, but my hips are always so tight. All right, so from here, I just kind of start skating. I just kind of take it easy. The park I'm at is perfect for warm-up, so I'll kind of show you what I normally warm up on. Got a little bit of a manual pad, a little rail, and a ledge. And I just kind of do some basic tricks, see how my body's feeling, and go from there. So usually before I do anything, I try to get a couple ollies on this little manual pad, a couple manuals. I'm not good at manuals, so I don't even know if I'll land any, but it just kind of gets my legs moving and feeling good. It's about how these days go sometimes, but it's worth it. Gotta start somewhere. I think the hardest thing for me skating is sometimes my brain still thinks I'm like 16 years old and doesn't need to warm up. So I just try to go for stuff without really warming up, and I just try to full commit, and that doesn't always work out. So take your time. It's important that you take your time and just make sure your body's feeling good before you get into too many crazy things. And these flip tricks is just whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever you like warming up with. As long as you get a couple things under your belt before you start trying new stuff, that's all it takes. Some days it definitely takes longer than others. Like today, all my flip tricks I had to work really hard for. But once you get to a point where you're starting to land them more consistently, your body's feeling good, I just listen to my body. Some days I would go right into trying to learn a new trick. Sometimes on days where I feel like super tired, those just end up working out and being the day where I learn a new trick. I don't think today is one of those days. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to the rail, get a couple tricks on there. These days are honestly perfect for trying to get your basics back. Like for me, I don't have a ton of time to skate. So when I do, a lot of times I'll do a couple warm-up tricks and start trying to learn some new stuff. But days like this are great to get those foundations back. So we can work on some rail tricks right now. Luckily, those first two tricks came a lot quicker than my flat ground, so hopefully this will pan out to be a better session than I expected. Seems very fitting that right after I said this is going to be a better session than I expected, I hit a rock and my board shut out and hit my camera, so maybe not, but we'll see. I bruised my tailbone like 2 weeks ago. I really thought it was more recovered than it is. I just fell on my butt and I am feeling it. Sometimes these days, like today, are incredibly frustrating. I can normally do a nollie lift side first try without thinking, and I'm struggling. But I think if you don't have days like this, or you just skip days that you're sore skating, you're never going to improve. And especially as you get older, you're not going to keep up the consistency you want. So I think it's important to fight through the frustration of days like today and look at the small victories you have. Like right now, I don't think I have any, but I'm going to look for one. Not great, but better than the nollie front lip. You can still slam on days like this. That's okay. All right, so at this point, I'm feeling warmed up as much as I probably am going to be. So it's time to skate the obstacle that I came here to skate, which is this ledge. Last time I was here, I got a switch front crook, kind of sketchy, so I'm hoping to clean that up. Based on my performance today, I don't know if that's gonna work. Still a point where some things are working better than others. I was hyped on that front crook. Now, just want to get a clean back tail. And usually if I can get a kickable back tail, that's when I know my body's ready to try harder things. All right, we'll see how this goes. That's bad. There we go. Last time to try switch front crook. Got into it. Good start. All right, so as you can see, even though I started off with a terrible session, I was super sore, I ended up still getting a trick I really wanted to land. And sometimes you just got to push through that soreness. Your muscles will end up feeling a bit better. But obviously, you know your body best. So if you're starting to skate and nothing's working, you got to know when to call it quits or else you can hurt yourself. But if you can kind of push through that initial soreness and tiredness, a lot of times you can end up having a super fun session and keep your body feeling really good so you can just continue progressing. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.